Every child deserves a safe place to call home. But even in our area neighborhoods, many children slip through the cracks of society. Many are neglected, abused, or worse. But not at City House.
Janae was just 2 years old when she was brought to City House. She and her siblings were rescued by authorities during a drug raid on a meth house. Severely abused and neglected, Janae never cried, laughed, or showed any emotion. From the time she was born, she learned that no one ever answered her cries, so crying was useless. Living alone in a small, dark room, she had never left her crib or been exposed to sunlight, leaving her severely cross-eyed and unable to focus. She couldn't walk, stand, or crawl. But thanks to the love and care and attention at City House, after 3 months, Janae's eyes began to correct themselves. She began to crawl and stand on her own. She laughed for the first time. And when she cried, someone was there to wipe her tears.
Welcome to City House. I'm Lisa Rogers, City House Director of Volunteer Services, and I've been supporting our mission to protect youth, empower change, and transform lives for about 10 years. We are often asked how and why the agency was started, and people are surprised to learn that it was founded during the Plano growth spurt of 1988. That was when two very astute Plano ISD staff, a counselor and a teacher, Nancy Boyd and Kay Goodman, noticed what appeared to be students living out of their lockers. The discovery that these older children were either entirely homeless or relying on friends to provide them a place to lay their heads was shocking. Within a year of this realization, City House opened its first shelter in Collin County. Fast forward nearly 27 years, and City House now operates 5 facilities. One home that provides emergency shelter for any child from birth to 17 years of age. 3 transitional living homes providing services for 18 through 21-year-olds. And a resource center providing non-residential services for 10 through 21-year-olds, including crisis counseling for individuals as well as families. City House has the only licensed support program specifically designed for abused, neglected, and runaway homeless youth within Collin County. We are the only agency in Collin County doing what we do. Our children's shelter is called My Friend's House and is located in Plano. It's aptly named. If asked where they live, our residents can comfortably and easily say, My Friend's House. 75% of our children are referred through Child Protective Services, commonly referred to as CPS. After a short stop at the Children's Advocacy Center, where forensic interviews are often provided, children are placed at My Friend's House for shelter and provision. Others come through the court system, schools, community partners, and a number of North Texas child welfare agencies who seek suitable housing and nurturing for children going through crisis. The assessment services we provide at My Friend's House range from meeting a child's emotional and behavioral needs through counseling to providing basic social enrichment, nourishing meals, medical and dental care, and transportation to and from school are all services given by our caring and compassionate staff and volunteers. Every day, they're creating what for many is the most stable environment they have ever lived in. Our Youth Resource Center, located in East Plano, is a go-to destination for the increasing numbers of youth that are in need of immediate counseling services due to personal or family crisis. While working to meet their basic needs, we also offer them academic assistance, case management, and general life skills training. Here, several youths will become candidates for our transitional living program for at-risk young adults, ranging from 18 to 21 years of age. There are separate homes for young men and women located in Plano and Frisco. Many of these residents have aged out of City House's children's shelter or out of foster care. Others simply found themselves without positive family connections and have landed on the street.
We need more places like this. We need more people to have the same idea and the same view towards helping people. I mean, I think this world would be a better place. You know, if we had more organization, more support like this. I mean, because it's kind of becoming scarce. You know, you find more parents kicking out young people my age, or just for silly reasons sometimes, and we don't have the tools to get out and find good jobs to give us apartments, and we're just trying to live and trying to make the best of life, and sometimes we need help.
One day, as the kids were finishing up dinner at City House, most left and went outside to play, leaving a volunteer and I sitting alone with the newly arrived boy and his little sister. Like most kids who come to City House, they had been severely abused and neglected their whole lives, but amazingly held on to happiness any way they could. The boy was having fun with his food, telling the volunteer tall tales about his turkey, and really just enjoying his meal. The girl was smiling at me, so I asked her if she liked her food. She smiled even brighter and said, "I love the food here. We get to eat all the time." It wasn't until later that I realized she wasn't telling me she liked the menu. Before City House, she and her brother would go for days without getting to eat. She was just happy to finally get to eat every day. Or in her words, all the time.
Thank you for supporting our mission to protect, empower, and transform the lives of our children. Every child deserves a safe place to call home. And with your help, they will.